This one will look like you try to make a movie, and this will make it look like a movie. Hello everyone, this is Caleb Adams from Out of Time TV, and this is my experience with the BlazeArt Remus Anamorphics. If you're wondering what anamorphic even is, the simple breakdown is it squeezes the whole picture, and then when you put into your editing software like DaVinci, anything like that, you de-squeeze it. You'll see nice cinematic black bars on the top and bottom. If all of that didn't mean much to you, I'll keep it simple. This is spherical, and this is anamorphic. Whoa, black bar, wow, that's wild. Lenses like these are super common in both big budget Hollywood films, like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, tons of those flares, those blue flares that you see, but thanks to companies like BlazeArt, they are way more popular too among indie creators and just smaller time filmmakers. I've been using the BlazeArts for about 5 months now, and my experience has been absolutely amazing. I gotta be honest. I shot my first film with it, my first time directing, Simply Grateful, and then went on to DP for another film called The Nightly Feed. Both those projects, I was able to use these lenses in a very special way that I could not use this Siri anamorphic. I was able to mount these lenses vertically. What is vertical anamorphic now? Pretty simple. Everything we said about de-squeezing, now we're gonna be turning it this way. Now, instead of horizontal flares, we're gonna get vertical flares, and you get that nice, almost square aspect ratio that you see from many older films and even newer films. Films like Saltburn, films like Lighthouse, where it has that older cinema look. In my case, all I had to do was just mount it vertically. Project Hail Mary is another famous one. Plenty of vertical anamorphic flares you see. It helped establish a very distinct look that personally I'm a big fan of, that you cannot get from cheaper anamorphic lenses like the Siri. I'm ready to sell this lens. It was great as I thought as a beginner anamorphic. However, after using the BlazeArts, they blow these lenses out of the water. Yeah, I had plenty of fun with these lenses. It was my first anamorphic lens ever. I was really trying to get into the look, but there are some pitfalls that come along with the cheaper price of the Siri. The flares are going to be very overly pronounced. Not exactly the smallest lens either. It is a larger lens compared to the BlazeArt. And to be honest, weight-wise, BlazeArts are pretty light. BlazeArt comes with, in my opinion, far better characteristics than you'll get out of the series. The series do have a softer tone, but the BlazeArt soft tone looks way more closer to that you'd see like out of film. The chromatic aberration, especially once you start cranking it 2.8, 2.4 to 2, they look very soft. They look very pretty in my opinion. And let's say you want to go for a sharper look. Once you go to T4, it looks considerably sharp. Now these particular lenses, they are for a PL mount. So I did have to buy an adapter. I got just the K&F. It's like 99 bucks. They certainly make better ones. It's just what I had gotten at the time. But I would highly recommend that when you're looking for lenses, you consider getting PL mounts, because especially when you're dealing with anamorphics, when you have a PL mount, it gives you the option of mounting it vertically, which if you have a normal like E mount, let's say you're using the FX30 and you use your Siri anamorphic, you cannot do. Okay, now here comes the sucky part, talking price. This Siri lens you can get for roughly 300 bucks. That's how much I got it for. You can certainly find it on sale or used. If you're just beginning, like I said, it's certainly a good price point if you just have to get into the anamorphic look and you don't want to spend any more money. You could go that route, and that's certainly what I did, just to start off. But if you want to start off already at that higher level and produce amazing characteristics and all of that, you can get this at about $1,000. You can find them used for like a little bit cheaper, but typically for a single lens, you are going to be looking at $1,000, and for a lens set, it's about $2,300. Now, if that's way too much out of your pocket, go with the Siri. I mean, I don't want to just make this video talking about the Siri lenses. I mean, look, there's plenty of reviews on YouTube. You can get amazing picture out of this, and especially if you have already access to good lighting and all of this, you will produce amazing picture out of this lens. But you definitely see it in the price, in just the build quality alone. One certainly has more of the physical characteristics of an actual cinema lens. Just the Blazar lens, it has the actual gears so that when you're setting up a follow focus system, you don't have to put extra teeth on it for it to grab. It's already there. And with the PL mount, you can mount it vertically. You can do far more with the Blazars than you can do with the series, but it does come at a higher price point. Personally, I think if you're ready to do the upgrade, I would go with the Blazars. But if you are truly just starting off, get better at manual focus. You can even find cheaper manual focus lenses than the series, something like the 7 Artisans or any sort of like kind of vintage glass like that. I would recommend that. And once you get good enough at that and save up, go with the Blazar lens set. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to have footage that looks like, I hate to overuse it, but literally like a movie, literally cinematic, getting that look that you've been trying to achieve out of your camera, that you feel that other lenses aren't cutting it, the Blazars certainly help with that. I mean, it's literally what I was able to shoot my first project on, and I was absolutely blown away. I have about 2 or 3 years prior of doing different videography and whatnot, and when I got into actual filmmaking, this certainly changed the game. This one will look like you try to make a movie, and this will make it look like a movie. Make sure you invest in good lighting and sound though. Thank you for watching.